What is up, everybody? My name is Verdict and thank you so much for stopping by. Now we have some important news to talk about. Mystic buffs. Mystic buffs on Global Labs right now. Are they buffs or are they nerfs? It's kind of like sacrificing one for another. You get the idea. They're giving us a little bit more offense, or rather capabilities for offense, while probably taking a little bit of that survivability away for a moment, and also giving us a very important buff. So let's just go through it one by one. I have the Global Labs patch right over here onto my outer monitor, and we're gonna go basically from top to bottom together to see what's up. And also, because of how big these changes are, please do hit that like button, please do subscribe to this channel, because I will be reworking my 2024 Mystic Guide, and we have to just pretty much remake the entire thing. With the itemization changes, with the crystal no longer requiring any accuracy whatsoever, with so many of these buffs pretty much being shipped, with the difference in rotations nowadays, we just have to rework it from top to bottom, and I will rework it from top to bottom. So like, subscribe, and I hope to be able to do this after next week, because by the end of this week, Friday, we're gonna have another Global Labs. I want to make sure that they won't be delivering any additional Mystic changes that might impact the guide, and once this is all sorted out, we will rework the guide and release it for everybody. So hey, kudos to PA. I'm eating right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the first ability that was changed was Wave Orb, and I'm just gonna read up over here onto the left side. When the attack skill hits successfully, the bound effect has been changed to apply only to monsters, and the forward guard effect has been changed to apply until the last action of the skill, or in other words, for the entirety of the animation. According to learning the core of Wave Orb, the bound is applied only in PvP, and in PvP as well. All speed reduction effects upon Wave Orb have been removed, which sucks. Unfortunately, that was a little bit of the, how can I say, more important things about Mystic. So if you hold it, of course, the forward guard was there, but when you release it, the forward guard is still there up until the last hit is being shipped for Wave Orb. So that's really good. However, you know, in PvP, removing those very important slows, yeah, a little bit sucky, but can't do much about it. It is what it is. Wave Orb having protection is better than having the slows, to be fair with you, because you couldn't get that ability out anyways unless the target was on the ground and you risk it. So with that being said, let's move into the next ability, which is called Dragon Spit. It's been changed. The Dragon Spit has been changed as follows: the cooldown from 20 seconds to 12, which is poggers, and now Dragon Spit has, of course, a super armor up until the animation is out. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is big. Dragon Spit having such a short cooldown now at 12 seconds definitely makes up for the loss of Wave Orb. So that's really good. I'm not sure if you can actually do add-ons on Dragon Spit? Hold on a minute. Can you actually do this? I have absolutely no add-ons here at all. Dragon Spit add-ons? No, you can't put Dragon Spit add-ons. Okay, that would have been cool, because you could just apply onto Dragon Spit the additional slow add-ons. So yeah, you get the idea. That would have been fun. But anyways, let's move into the next one. We're going to talk about Dragon Strike, and I quote: the Dragon Strike has been changed. The skill presentation has been changed. We will check that in a bit. The skill's resource consumption has been changed from stamina to fighting spirit, so it no longer takes stamina away. As a result, the stamina is restored while using the skill. We will check that in a bit. And the big important thing for this video: when using the skill, a plus 5% down attack damage increase effect has been added for 10 seconds. That is huge. With the attack range being increased, down smash effect has been removed, sadly, and changed so that the Dragon Strike skill is always activated first when right-clicking. So this means that after many abilities, it used to be Raging Wind or a combination of Raging Wind or Dragon Strike, really depended on the ability which you led to, but now Dragon Strike takes priority completely over Raging Wind if you want to cast it simultaneously. So as I said, Dragon Strike, well, the AoE is actually significantly bigger. Wait. Yeah, the AoE is significantly bigger. Yeah, that's a lot bigger than what it used to be. It used to be probably, I don't know, maybe 60-70% of this. That's actually nice. But of course, the big thing is the down attack damage, which lasts for 10 seconds. Now that is huge, because even in PvE, this is gonna definitely increase the trash numbers. For example, in Tungrat Ruins, in spots where you can make use of that down attack. So definitely not a thing for us to overlook, the PvE players. Now, onto the topic of removing down smash, that sucks, you know, personally, it was one of the easiest way to just simply get a down smash out, but what can you do about it? He takes and he gives. So, with that said, let's move on to the Raging Wind, which has been almost entirely revamped, pretty much. Raging Wind has been giving the following changes. The attack method has changed from range to melee, which means that Raging Wind is no longer that orb which shoots into the far range. Attack range has been increased, similar to how Dragon Strike was increased, with down attacks being added, which means that they're switching these abilities, down attacks. And on top, the forward guard effect has been changed to apply while using the skill from the hotbar and changed to activate immediately only after Dragon Strike, which means that yes, the tooltip says still Gushing Waters and Earth Splitter, but unfortunately that is not happening. As you can see, Dragon Strike activated instead. So now the only way for you to apply Raging Wind is only after Dragon Strike, which kind of sucks, but still, to be fair with you, I see what they're going with. It's basically a setup. Use an ability without down attack to buff Raging Wind. I see what they're doing there. It's an interesting idea, but one of the main and the most important things about Mystic in PvE and PvP was that we used both of these abilities separately in different times for better linking between abilities. So this is a little bit of a, I don't know, it's a quality of life increase for the purpose of the selfless. To be fair, I'm not even sure how to read this. To be fair, I really don't even know how to read this, because it's a buff and nerf. It's the best way to call it, is really a buff and nerf. Let's move away from Raging Wind. Pretty much, unfortunately, the only way to activate is just from Dragon Strike. I don't like it. I think it simplifies the specialization, which is already too simple. So personally, they should just remove the Dragon Strike lockout only with Raging Wind. They should allow Raging Wind to be activated still through all of this. This is my feedback on this. Now let's move to Infinite Fortitude. Infinite Fortitude has been nerfed and buffed at the same time, and we read through the entirety of the ability changes. The effects of increasing damage reduction and increasing grab resistances when using the skill have been removed. The amount of damage received while using the skill in super armor has been changed to be reduced to 80%. So the 80% change now applies only if you're using Infinite Fortitude through the entirety of the ability, as long as the super armor is there, which means that you can get grabbed out of it and then poof, it's simply gone. The effect of pulling enemies has been removed and is now pushing in PvP, and added a health recovery from 400 HP at the start to 1.2k when maintaining the skill. So this means that whenever you take damage, Infinite Fortitude now will regenerate a heavy chunk of it. Now that's cool. I guess it definitely helps. So basically, Mystic will be an immortal pillar until somebody grabs her in the middle of the entire thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's again, I don't even know how to read this. What is your idea here, PA? Because it seems like you're nerfing the only way for Mystics to do something and changing it with another, which is a little bit more selfish. Rather, and that takes away what Mystic does for the team. So now you don't no longer have this. It's a little bit like this. It's a little bit, they're moving away from Mystic's support qualities to more Mystic's, I don't know, selfish potential. I don't even know how to describe it. It's very weird. It's very weird. All these changes are very weird. And the last thing for Infinite Fortitude, it's from 30 to 40 seconds cooldown change, which sucks. And of course, the final change to this entire patch notes for Awakening Mystic, and only Awakening Mystic has been changed, sadly, is that Gushing Waters now has all evasion rate minus 3%, which of course works in a very similar way as Shackling Chain, which is also 3%. So if you want to have Gushing Waters, boom, and the target has evasion minus 3%, which is cool. Nowadays, with the changes to evasion, that's kind of nice. Nothing too special, nothing too important. But of course, we can probably, especially in PvP, I don't know, maybe in PvP, just remove the Thunder Pound and just replace that with Gushing Waters. I don't know, probably a hot take. We'll see what the more well-established PvP players, you know, Damio, Travesty. But with that said, guys, it's a controversial patch for Mystic, because we're not sure what the direction is, because whatever Mystic did good, they're not doubling down on it, they're removing it and giving her power on her own rather than the support qualities, or rather the quote-unquote stun bot, which she was. The ability to be able to exploit Infinite Fortitude and use your 100% to its full extent. The abilities to kind of work more around your team, now replaced with kind of selfish, as you can see, you know, the down attack in a more simplified playstyle, which, yeah, from what I heard from many Mystic players, so far at first glance, we don't like the changes, with the exception, of course, the PvP community, which really do enjoy the forward guards, so that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Alright guys, so I'll see you soon. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe so that we can keep up with the changes, especially with the upcoming guides and the combos and everything that's going to be happening into the PvE scene with the 5% down attack damage. And of course, we're talking about the updated Awakening Mystic Guide 2024. So yeah, I'm a little bit, just don't know what to say about him. Really, I'm at loss for words. This is not what we needed at all. It's something that, okay, Perlibus were like, it's time to buff Mystic, let's just do something on her. And meanwhile, Mystic is just still weird. In PvP, she is still weird. Probably some cool new combos, we'll see. Succession Mystic is in the gutter. Nobody plays her. PvE is dead. And they decide to touch first Awakening is weird. Very weird. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. So, hopefully this Friday. Fingers crossed. Alright guys. Mwah. Much love, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy yourselves. Bye-bye.